Welcome back, everybody, to day two of the brand new 100K Bankroll challenge. This is underestimated. We are grinding NL50, and that's about it right now because there are no other tables available. So, yesterday was day one. We ended up down about $100, and today's day two. I think currently we are up, but we'll pull up Pokercraft here and take a peek. King 8 here. I think we call one more at half pot, and then we'll decide on our. The 10 Jack did improve. He was dominating those hands. It's pretty small. Okay. So, pre-flop. We raise, call, checks. He leads out, we call. He leads out turn, we call. And he leads out small again on the river. I mean, my top pair's got to be good here. 1 in 5 times, I would think. So we probably just have to call. I think that's a small. King 10. And I think we just show down the ace 4. Looks like we might be losing our heads up battle. Yeah, I don't like you can't really fold to 30% bet on the river very often. Like you're getting 5 to 1, your hand's just gonna be good enough. Um, Looks like he locks a bunch of the table there. But we are heads up against this guy. So this guy's a bit of a random. Earlier, I shoved top 2 and he folded and showed third set. I think I'm gonna bluff this river. Actually, I probably shouldn't go that big. Let's go full one. Yeah, he folded the third set. It was crazy. And then the next hand, he lost aces into jacks, and then he like spewed off the very next hand with absolutely nothing. So, all right, folding here. Okay, sorry, I was trying to pull up the old craft of poker. We'll slide that over and take a look. And I guess I better bring up the poker stream as well. Sorry, guys. Just try to get everything sort of organized here for a second. A little bit smaller because he's not full stack. And we will defend the Jack 10. Full Jack 7. Bring up. Get the stream brought up here. This guy cold calls and I was just like smashing pot or half the pot or whatever. We're just gonna fold it. Checks my flop. 9 falls on the turn or on the turn. I think we can lead here with our open ender. And the ace falls again. I think we have to overbet this. Okay, we get check raised in the top right. We're gonna call. All right, stream's open. Pokercraft is here. Okay, then we get checked. I think we just check back here. We're gonna fold, obviously, to that raise. And we're gonna check down jack as well. Terrible check raise in sevens. Yeah, I think most likely scenario is he just ended up checking back an ace in that spot. I don't think he's bluffing us enough because we just have so many aces in our range. So, okay, we're gonna three bet the ace jack suited, fold the 8-4, poker craft coming in hot, and we're just gonna see bet here. So, we'll just do the poker craft for yesterday and today. Didn't run great. EV we're up at about $80, up almost 100. We're back to even now this morning. This was our day yesterday, kind of all over the place. The last like three hands of the session kind of took us from. Oh, we lost this guy. Okay, one table heads up. Raise it up. Fold king six. But anyways, today's been going pretty good. We're down. We've gone from what negative 80 to even, making up from yesterday. So we're up about $80 today. Maybe I'll just put up today's chart, and then at the end of sessions we'll do like the whole chart or something like that. Okay. I'm just gonna mute myself so I can have the chat and stuff up. Okay, so we raise pre, I think. We do value bet flop. Ace falls on the turn. We're gonna check this one back and then call rivers. And if we had a better queen, I'd value bet it. I just don't think he's gonna call enough with Jack. But heads up, it's different. Like I said, we're playing kind of my worst game heads up. So fold the nine deuce, fold the nine four, queen six suited, raise. I should double check my calling ranges against three bet. Feel like we can probably call here because it's such a small three bet. Okay. I just wanted to pull my notes up off stream. I don't want to be pulling people's notes up. My screen's like busted up on the other side. Right, whatever. I can't read it over there. That's a fire receive station so for this. It's kind of interesting. Call one more side. I don't know. Probably fold. First bet shove, queen six suited. I just don't know because we're heads up. Like I'm not really heads up studied. Like I don't really know if we're just supposed to call down top pair here or not. You know? Yeah. I had a feeling when he took a little too long on the river there. Maybe I should have just called it. Yeah, I don't know. See, maybe that's a bad fold. I'm not really sure. I think most players are not going to just go bet that shove though very often, especially on a queen high board. Like you're supposed to check most of your three bets on queen high board a lot of the time. Okay, we pick up a gutter. We're gonna keep barreling here. Maybe we just give up on river. Yeah, it's not folding too here. Okay, we'll be check raising here. I feel like maybe that is a call with the queen six. Okay, we check raise. Two options here. Can check or just continue blasting. If we check shoving. I think we'll check this time because we have so much equity that if he checks back, it's fine to try to just hit it. And he's a bit more of a station, so I don't think he folds that often. And I do think I would rather get an offsuit. And I do think I'm gonna go really small here because he does like to bluff. Probably just has 10. Should have gone bigger. Yeah. The point of that 10% is that it doesn't induce people to spew sometimes. The only negative there is when he does have a 10, he's just calling. So we kind of have to decide what we think. But he does call such wide ranges that I think against those sort of spewy aggro players, you can make plays like that and just give them an opportunity to kind of spaz. And you'd be surprised how many times people actually fold. Gotta find a better way to take this graph or something. I think I need to get. I think I probably need to get a new monitor. Like I'm thinking, um, instead of this logo being on stream, maybe we delete that and put like the poker graph chart there, but have like the poker graph chart open the whole time so that it kind of live streams the results. All you have to do is click refresh and roll. I'm just gonna 3-bet here. And we'll be 3-betting the ace 10. Can really, you know, exploit. You should just be exploiting people for as long as you possibly can until they adapt, right? So like this guy, if he's not 4-betting at all, we'll just keep 3-betting him a ton. And then if he starts 4-betting a bunch, we can switch to more value heavy 3-bets and like pure bluffs and keep like the king queens and the jack queens suited stuff like that out of it. Ace queen, we're gonna 3-bet. Fold the 8-7. Tempting to play him heads up, but starting with a small roll, we are playing cautiously with our bankroll to a point. We are just going to fold to that rip. It's probably ace king every time. Excuse me. It's weird what some people will do, right? When you're at the micro stakes, you just got to figure it out. Like that could be aces, and he's got sucked out the last 3 times he's played them or something. We're just gonna check his board. Just check to me twice. Try to take it down here. Good. 416 Omar is the one we're worried about. He does a lot of rando spewy things, or just decides to call down. Did that all go in the flop, I wonder? Check that window. Yeah, on the flop. Flop there. Generate. Yeah, I'm questioning that queen six suited hand. The issue is we lose to all the queens. If we had queen king, we call. Okay. We'll be four betting here. Ace McCoy rips it. That's interesting. I think I'm just gonna rip it in here. Oh, King's ace. Yeah, that felt like ace king. I was hoping he didn't have a big hand. Okay, we're gonna call the nines. Oh, that's a terrible run in. I think he bets jack though, so we should probably value bet. Try to get called by X or two pair. Nice. 7, 10. No, didn't get there. Thought we got there for a second. All right, we won $9. Cool. Yeah, could just be a fold, but Ace McCoy has Ace King there a ton, and I didn't really expect the Jack Teeth guy to just cold call with kings or aces there. So they got us. They got us. But long term, for betting the jacks there, getting that in, it's just going to be way more profitable than calling jacks three-way and then check folding the flop every single time, right? Four, five, five. Tables are very, very dead this morning, unfortunately. It's going to be hard to keep the stream up and running. Guess we should update that, right? That's the play. Try to keep the poker craft dated. Every time I pull it on screen, I gotta do it again. Okay, we're down to $20. Perfect. I'll set the queen 10. Fold the 9-7. We're three betting the king 10 suited here. After that, we're gonna call four bet. Has call. Interesting. With all the equity we can turn, we'll bet here. King's good. Okay, we're gonna check the king now. We can't fold. We're just checking the king to give him a chance to bluff off on us. And he takes the big. Right, like we barrel that king, he calls, and then we either check fold river or the river goes check check. I think checking turn and letting him block twice potentially is the better play. Fold ace deuce. I wonder if I should be X some of the NL50 tables. Like maybe nobody wants to sit. Okay, again, 3-betting ace-9 suited. Okay, it's a good board for our range. We are going to bet it. Calls. Deuce on the turn. It's a good river. We're going to call whatever he does. Okay, he checks. We're just going to go half pot. And check folding the fives. Fold queen 3. It'll be nice once we can get the roll up to 4K for this challenge, and then we'll start 1-2 in the mornings. Anyways, when there's no other tables up and running. Right now, it's just too easy to blow through the roll. And then the bankroll challenge ends, right? So we're trying to make this as legitimate as possible, and kind of try to stick to a relatively decent bankroll management. I mean, in reality, starting fresh, if you actually study, every month you should be able to move up a stake. Maybe not off the hop, but roughly every month. Should be no problem. To move up stakes, right? Like GG Poker 10 big blind win rate after with rake back, whatever you're gonna call it. You have to include rake back with misclick. You have to include rake back on GG Poker because they just take way too much rake. So everybody's win rate's so tiny. It's like what? You're lucky if you have a 1 or 2 or 3 big blind win rate. That's like extremely good on GG Poker at the higher stakes, anyways. Even at the low stakes, that's pretty good. That's still like what 16, 17 BBs per 100. Like NL50's rake is like 12 or 13 big blinds per 100. So I think we're just here. But anyways, the point being is between rake bag, leaderboards, and playing, you should be able to get close to a 10 BB per 100 room win rate, whether it's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, including all of it after rake back. We're just going to rip the ace into the 20 bigs. And, so you should be able. Oh, we're just going to end up chopping here a lot of the time, unless we pick a deuce. So there's really no reason you shouldn't be able to jump a stake every month if once like you can beat the stake you're at, right? Oh, we baked a deuce. Are we gonna take this one? We do. Nice. So like a 40,000 hands, 10 big blind win rate with and assuming 40 buy-ins per stake, you should be able to jump a stake every month, right? Whether you play 40,000 hands, that's pretty easy to do, especially if you're like fucking in college or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? If you don't have responsibilities and you just work or you just are in college, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to turn like 40, 50, 60, 70,000 hands a month. Like super easy. So it's not really any excuses. Like I can put in probably, on average, I probably play between 50 and 80,000 hands per month. And I have 3 kids. You know what I mean? So there's not really any excuse. Anybody playing less than like 60, 70,000 hands without those responsibilities, it's like a joke. Or you play like what, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, and you hit that. Not even that much. Uh, so, anyways, the point being to the whole thing, though, is that anybody can put in 50,000 hands a month with a little bit of effort, which means at like an 8 big blind win rate after rig back, you should be able to jump stakes. Obviously, as you go up in stakes, you're going to want a bigger bankroll and stuff. But if you're just like climbing 40 buy-in lots, um, and then you just go, you move up stakes, take shots, you just push, and away you go. Everybody goes on heaters. If you're jumping stakes and you hit a heater, you're gonna fucking double your bankroll in like a few days potentially, right? So, and the rate gets less. You know what I mean? Like at NL50, the rake is so high. There's so many fish, and that's why the rake is so high, right? Because they can justify it because you can still beat the game um, for 15, 16, 17, 18, BBs per 100. We do run. You never really know your true win rate. There's lots of times we're running at 20 BBs per 100 for 20, 30, 40,000 hands, and then we just go like on a break even stretch for 20,000 hands, you know. Uh, and we're obviously four betting here with these kings suited, and then we'll call the rip. Actually, a super big three bet. I wonder if it's better to just rip for that three bet. Like post flop, we just call, and we don't hit an ace or a king. We're in such a weird spot. Yeah, whatever. Obviously, we're all in. Run into aces again. Perfect. Wow. Oh, what do we need here? Can we hit a? No, we can't. I was gonna say, can we hit a bad beat here? But we cannot. It's wild the flop top too. Well, the money was going in no matter what happened. At focus is a cooler. Blind versus blind, ace king suited versus aces, flop top two. There's 0% chance the money doesn't go in. Could we have won that at all? If we hit a king, we still lose, right? I think. King, king. It would have had to go king, king. Yeah, it would have had to go king, king. Crazy. So we're not off to a great start in the bankroll challenge. There's full to 4 suited. Okay, so day two. We did climb back up, but we are back to down 10 on day two. Hmm? Two. Wow, Horvat's up playing 1-2. That's hilarious. Chicken Parm playing 1-2. Post playing 1-2. I think all these guys play NL50, 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 NL50. That's wild. The Ritz. Hey, what's this guy's speed playing 5-10? Seems like a decent player. Careful, King 6. Feel like we're going to have to get tricky with these heads up tables or something soon because I don't think we're probably potentially scaring people away. I don't know. Most of the regs or the Rex and the fish already know who we are, anyways, because they see us every day. Okay, full Jack 10. I mean, all in all, I'm surprised this chart's as good as it is, considering we've been stacked a couple times now on this table. Jacks versus kings and ace king versus aces. Okay, we're gonna fold queen 6. King jack off, big blind. We'll just defend. Okay, check to him. If he bets small, we'll probably just check raise here. Interesting. Well, I think we'll go bet and try to fold him off a hand. Like ace high. The issue is we might get sticky with it, or he might just have an 8 or a 9 and call down. But I think if he has like deuces to sevens, like king high, ace high, those are probably fold most of the time. Okay, flop bottom pair, like king high board. Good spot for us. We're gonna bet, and then we're gonna double barrel turn. And we'll triple off most rivers. Yeah, we would have went bet on this board. Okay, we'll be 8-7. They're definitely gonna figure out a way. It's hard with GG poker to have like a cool tracking system because they literally block everything. So really all we can do is every like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, is just pull in poker craft. Okay, grab barreling on that board. King 7 off, generally not really an open too often. For bids. Here, 48-6. Raise the king deuce suited. I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna finish off that in the end. I'm just gonna see right here. We are back in action here. So today we are, I think, down 10 bucks. Yeah, we're down 10. EV is up 25 or so. Started great. So we'll go back here. Start of the month. They were going to fold 6-3 as well. Mythics loads. And we raise the 10-8 suited. And fold that. Where's the king jack? Leg it out here, so. Okay. Squeeze it an L25 table, anyways. All right. Check out the rest of the month here now. Oh, 10-5. Okay, Freddy the God. Do you want to heads up table? I'll raise that up. Okay. 40,000 hands so far. Only halfway through the month, so remember what I was saying before. So we're just kind of on one of these stretches right now. We had a pretty good run for most of the month. We're just kind of breaking even right now. Okay, gonna raise the 10-5 suited. Fold the ace 8. King 10. We will 3-bet. Okay, we flop second pair. Value bet here. Raise the ace king. Okay, he didn't 3-bet pre, so he doesn't probably have like 8s, 9s, 7s, jacks, queens, kings. Doesn't really have many overpairs. He's gonna have a lot of hard draws. Just gonna bet again for value. Okay, 10. We do hit the 10, 3-bet pot. I think we'll probably check here a bunch. And here we 4-bet versus the yeah, I think we have to 4-bet because of the cold caller over here. Okay, make 2 pair on the river, and we're just gonna blast that. And we of course check calling here with the king 10. Now the ace is really good for our range, so we're just gonna think for a second and then check. And then yeah, unfortunately the money goes in here of ace king. Run into kings again. And on the ace, because it's such a good card for our range, when he does rip 2x pot, we are just gonna check fold it. Almost. Baseball. No luck again. Okay, we'll raise that up. E6. 6-5 suited, we raise. Chicken prime back down from 1-2, it looks like. Fold 9-4. There's fold 6-5 suited. But overall, yeah, the month's been pretty good to us. Remember, this is a mix of NL25 and NL50 and like third hands of NL100. So the win rate, right, like, it's pretty good at NL50. NL25, it's like breaking even for the most part. It's kind of hilarious. But it does just kind of go to show how much variance kind of plays into it. It looks like he did call, I think, the 10-5. So using check. We are raising the ace 9. We are raising the queen jack. Okay, it's a good flop. Obviously off, I think. Okay, call top pair, top kicker here. Okay, pocket aces. We're gonna raise those up. And we're just gonna block that river for value, of course. Lots of like 9-10 hands that call. If he raises, we're gonna call. Like we only lose to pocket twos if he raises here. There's no real world where he checks back a king and then raises it on the river. He'll just call. You know what I mean? Like he can have a king when he calls for sure, right? Because there's a lot of kings. He'll just check back on this turn because two flush draws, like all kinds of like combo draws and stuff out there, and like 7x can still check to raise him. So you're burning a lot of value by betting weak kings there. And he doesn't obviously have strong kings, or he would have 3-bet pre-flop. Raise the ace-8, fold 10-6. Queen 9 suited, we did raise pre-flop. It's not a great board for us to see bet, so we'll check to him. Checks back. Okay. I think we're just going to stab and then overbet most rivers. And that'll be one of them. Okay. King 6 suited, 4x ISO. We'll just let that go this time. We will 3-bet that quite a bit though. That might should be a pure 3-bet. I should check that. It's hard to check that without. Okay. And 3-fold. Fold jack 3. Four-handed. I'm just gonna go half pot here. There's gonna be a lot of hands out there that we're ahead of. It's not like Doug Fresh obviously doesn't have like kings, ace king, probably doesn't have king queen and stuff like that. Omar's gonna be chasing wide. Doug Fresh doesn't have a 7. We're gonna back that. Just go half pot. King queen off, fold into a 3-bet. Omar is pretty much the one you'd be worried the most about having a 7 because sometimes he would call that C bet with a 7. But Doug Fresh would always fold a 7. There goes like that call. Almost always. And I do say always, I mean almost always. There's nothing actually that's like 100% definitive in poker because people just have make decisions, right? So generally speaking, whatever you want to call it. But okay, we'll fold 7-3, fold 6 deuce, fold the 8 deuce. Yeah, and just referencing this chart again, a nice break-even stretch is much better than a downswing. Although with the rake at GG Poker, breaking even and PokerCraft really is a downswing in a sense. I think I'm gonna go bet now. Called a little too quick. Okay, nice hand. Given his stack size, we're gonna be doing some weird 3-betting here with these types of hands. The reason is here, if we go to like, 10, we just have like, it's just weird post flop because you're like, you know, pot's like 20 something bigs and he's got like 30 behind, right? So fold jack eight. Okay, we're gonna bet here. And I think I bet again. I don't know if he folds the 10. The original thought was gonna go bet that. I think we just check here. Nice. Um, but anyways, the point being is when someone's on like a 40 big stack, you have like ace king, ace queen, and they're like a fish. When you three bet half their stack, you get shocked at the amount of times they just call. And then you just have a purely profitable shove on flop. Okay, pocket kings, ace falls. Our good luck continues. We of course call here. And we will ISO the ace eight. Or not ISO, but value raise it. It's not really any ISOing heads up, I suppose, is there? And we'll four bet the ace suited. Okay. Oh. First spot, top leads, two callers, shots river, probably just have to fold. And when he limp calls, and then bets flop and barrels turn, probably just gonna let the ace go. There are times like we will call sometimes, but generally speaking. I think we can take a flop sometimes with these four suited just to mix it up. Okay. King four flop. Calls. We're just going to bet that shove here. And we're going to overbet here on the river. We'll probably pair up playing the board with him a lot of the time, so we want to win those hands, not chop with them. Okay. Could just call there maybe too. Okay, ace is a good card to see. And we'll just get in here with his stack size. And that, folks, is why you three bet and squeeze out those shit hands. And don't call like a dum-dum. Okay, call queen. Okay, and we value bet the king 3-7 flop. Range bet, standard. Okay, goes for the check raise. We are going to, and a massive insta check raise. I think we just call down here though, blind versus blind. Okay. Yes. Okay, well, we can delete this now. I guess that's not bluffing. Massive top pair, no kicker. Okay, it was nice for freebie. We do call here. We're not going to be folding now. We're the pre-flop raiser who just called, so there's really not going to be too many strong kings in this range. So I think we just get it in here on the turn. Yeah, that's exactly why. I was surprised how many times, weak, fishy players will do that. And you just have all that equity. You might as well just get it in on the turn, given stack sizes, because you can't really fold the river. So put it in with your equity. Don't worry about it. Okay. Nice hand. You win. And we'll check raise here with 9-5. K checks back. And we're just going to go bet bet. We'll go bet on most of everything but a diamond, probably. There's too many diamonds in that calling range on the turn. Okay, top pair, we'll give him a chance to bluff. Take it down, hopefully. 8-7, nice. Okay, well, what do we do on the flop here? Under, so we have a check, check, then he checks again. So we're gonna value bet here with tens. Sure. He just wants to play, so we'll run it 3 times and give him a chance to stay in the game, basically. 7 or 8. Not that time. Okay, we're gonna value bet 7, and then we turn a boat. Do fold this a lot, I think. I think we'll call this time. Yeah, we're just gonna block it here. And 3-bet the king queen. It might even be worse calling here, actually, keeping him in. Okay, and we're just gonna pot here. If he raises, we fold. Okay, he calls. Don't like we block queen 10. I think I'm just gonna go half pot again. Yeah, I'm giving up on this guy. I don't think he's folding ace. It's tens. Value betting all the way down. So our notes are right. He is a crazy station. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to trusting some of the reads. See how quick he was calling there, trying to look super strong. It did trick me this time though. I did believe him. I just have to check raise this. I don't care if I'm being trapped or not. He's called the 9. Good call the 2. So we're hold on in now. We lost. Just hit run there. Oh, I don't want to move tables. Looks like we're getting some action here. I gotta leave here soon though, of course. So as everybody joins the tables, we will be unfortunately very shortly. All right, let's just see where we're at here after random spewing of cards here. The 6 deuce shot event. Okay, we're calling here with 9. And he checks. Probably. I don't think that would be 8-9. King 8. I wonder if we're supposed to bet here. I mean, we have top pair, he checks to us on the river. Probably supposed to bet. We obviously are betting like, if I had like Jack 9, I'd bet because we'd be 8-9, we'd beat 9-10. Those are his most likely holdings for a 9, or at least enough to make me want to bet here. And we do squeeze with the ace king. Not holding. Okay, gonna rate king 10 off. Put the 4 suited, both here, both here. Okay. We do fold the king 3. All right. So we went way down, and we're on a bit of an uptick now. So we're actually able to play some hands. Let's get EV up to 70. That's pretty good, considering we've only played 400 hands. We only have a few minutes left on the stream right now, though. Okay, we're going to value bet the ace queen, and we'll just defend the king jack. Go really small here. I think we do. I just want to get, like, if he has a, yeah, it's perfect. What we're trying to do there is induce him to call and then feel pot committed on the river when we rip it. Three betting the kings. Can fold here, just dodging a three. Sure. By ripping, give him a chance to fold. By checking, he can kind of check back a little bit more than I would like. Okay. Yeah. We're just going to half pot here. If we're pre-suited, we will of course call. Of course, that small three bet. Come on. Come on now. This looks exactly like I have queens, kings, aces. So it'll just be up to him to decide if he's going to rip it or not. Like, you know what I mean? You bet big there, and then you like tiny bet the turn. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just checking there is better because it looks like I could be going for a check raise, and it like reduces the likelihood of him bluffing. Like we just go check call turn versus block betting it. I'm not sure which is probably the best play. We are not check folding, of course, to one bet. He'd have to be somebody that we knew was capable of bluffing. I could call all the way down because we have like good blockers, right? We block king jack. Okay, raise. I would do fold jack 8. Okay, we're gonna raise the jack 8 suited. Okay, and we're just gonna bet. Actually, I'm gonna shove here. And I think we can bet here with 2 overs in the flush draw. And we're of course c-betting this board. I hope during this challenge we hit a bad beat jackpot on stream. That would be cool. I think we just need to go mid-open and giving stack sizes. Okay, we flop another jack. And we're gonna value bet. We'll just show down the king high. Okay, he leads into us. We're just ripping. Like 30 big stacks. We have top pair, heads up. It's like the money's all in. Nice. Now we just need to hold. What are we dodging? A 6 or a 10? Good start. Good turn. Or good rivers. Clean rivers. All right. It's a nice little heater towards the end of the session this turn. Last time it went in the reverse. It went in the reverse last time. So fold queen 6. Fold the 10-5. Fold the 7 deuce. Fold the king 4. Okay. We're going to be raising the ace king. Okay, EV, we're up to 105. That's good. Oops. Okay, and we are squeezing here. And we're going to 3-bet here in the bottom right. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're watching the stream. Follow along with the challenge. I think we can get there. I think we can get there faster than Mr. Doug Polk can get to 100K. He might beat us to negative 100K though. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're pretty much. I hate leaving when this tables start to fill up, but they are emptying out a bit now that we've stacked a couple people. So, sort of our heads up starting table strategy will be when we're playing the stake above, we'll like table start the stake below. Um, which I think is fine. Like the issue with heads up is the rake is so high and there's so much variance in it that uh, if you're table starting and you play 100 hand here and 100 hands there of heads up. That's it. Some just popped up. Weird. That's weird. Okay. We're gonna fire here. 4.7. All right, we're gonna sit out, guys, and we're gonna do an update on with the Pokercraft, and that'll be the end of the stream. Um, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out the other streams, check out the videos, leave some comments. It all helps kind of grow the channel, uh, and we certainly appreciate it. I certainly appreciate it. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna click it off here, guys. Just finish off these hands and take a peek here at the poker graph for today. So we've been up, we're down, and we're sitting at right around $71 profit and about 110 in EV. I think for the 2-day challenge, we'll be even anyways. Yeah, so we're back up to even. EV's up at 115. That's what matters the most. So running